Maybe I need to sharpen this blade. Wow.
Me and the boys was sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. Then we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one more party, one more special occasion. Do it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, holidays and weekends. We can have one more party. There's more hell we should be raising. One more party now, one more party tonight.
So you guys were wondering how cold it's getting out here. Well, it's 36 right now and it feels like 33. But pretty cold. Getting colder. It was 50 the other day, but now it's a lot colder today. Okay guys, well, I got a new toy. This Astro AI. This is an I even though it looks like or an A even though it looks like an upside down V. But it's an air pressure gauge and filler. So let's see how good this thing works, huh? Alright, so shall we see how this thing actually works? So I suppose we turn it on, and it's set to PSI, and it looks like you can change it to bars, kilopascals, and kilograms per something, centimeter squared. But we're going to go back to PSI. Now the reviews kept saying that this end kind of is not too great, but here, let's give it a try and see what it does. Oh, okay, I can see what they mean by it doesn't hold on very well. If I hold it on and push it on, it's telling me it's at 40.8. And if you push this button on the side, it looks like it lets air out. And if I want to put air in, you pull the nozzle, see where it's at. Oh, see, there it's back to 40.8. Pretty slick, huh? Except this thing doesn't hold very well. I see what they mean. Ah, there we go. Now it's holding a little better. So it looks like you can get it set pretty precisely. I wonder what happens if I hit the light. Oh, we can turn the light off, or we can turn the light on. So I'm at 33.7. Let's say I wanted 35 in here. Oop, a little too much. Oh, that's weird. If I move it around, it changes. There we go, 35.0. Right on the money. Except when I wiggle it around. Okay, now 35. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty good, except this end, I would agree, it's not the greatest. Okay, so since that end isn't the greatest, let's see what we can do. I ordered a different end. People were saying this one's a lot better than the one that comes with it. So let's replace it and see how that works. And what sizes are these? Looks like a 14 and a 15. Alright, so we take the 14 and we take the 15. And let's take that off of there. Oh, it wasn't very tight on there, but good enough. Are we in view? Yeah, I think we're still in view. Is it the same end? Same threads? Yeah, okay. I think that might be a bigger wrench. Oh yeah, that's much bigger on that end. Let's go see what size that is. We also need a 19 for the other side. They also give some other stuff in here. They give 4 valve cover, or valve caps. They give a valve removal tool. They give some thread tape. I don't know why they didn't put it on there to begin with. So let's see here. If that goes on that way, this needs to go on the other, right? Is that right? You guys tell me, I forget. We'll give it a shot. Is that going to unthread itself, or is that going to thread itself? Oh, that's the wrong way. You do it with the thread, not against it. Ah, get off of there. Hey, come on. Oh, you got it. Try a little harder. It's unraveling faster than it's raveling. There we go. See how that works. There, that should seal whatever we do there. Got the 14 here. 19 there. That should seal that up. What do you think on this? Oh, that's not even finger tight either. Okay. Come on. Let's put that together. That's a 14. All right, let's go see how this works. All right, here's the new end. Oh, that's a positive snap on there, ain't it? It's reading 35.3. Now let's run it down. So now I'm running down around 32, and it's holding a lot better than the other one did. It's a very positive feel. Oops, I guess I released it. Push it on there tight. $35. There we go. I don't know how close you need to get it, but that's pretty darn close. There you go, guys. You're gonna get within a hundredth. Then all you do is you pull this back and it releases. Then you can put the cap back on. Pretty nice little tool. It seems to work fairly well, but this new end seems to work a little bit better. Let's see if I can read who makes this thing on here. It is an H5265 from somebody. But there you have it, guys. There's my new tool. Air pressure gauge. And doesn't seem to zero. Oh, there we go. Now it's zeroed out. 131 psi in the hose. There you have it. All right. Oh, and if you're curious, it's supposed to go up to 250 psi, which is way more than my compressor has, and it uses 2 AAA batteries. So if you guys are wondering how this thing works and what it uses, that's what it has. And that seems to be snug to be straight from the factory. So there you have it. That's my new Astro AI pressure gauge and filler thingy wingy. So you guys been knowing I've been struggling with that carburetor. So I found this on eBay in a Miller Lite box, I guess. But ordered this thing. Let's see if this will help me out at all. If I can get it open. Maybe I need to sharpen this blade. Wow. Here we go. This is a not so freshly rebuilt BBS, Carter BBS. Something that was sitting on the shelf, I guess, for a while. Guy says it's rebuilt by an independent rebuilder. And what do we know about this thing? Okay, so that's the front of the carb. This is slightly different than mine, but look at how much faster that accelerator pump goes down than mine does. I think that's where my biggest problem has been. And this thing says it's a 676 something, hard to read on the tag. But what's different? I got 2 idle speed motor thingies Still has the same vacuum. Looks like a very similar throttle body. Appears to be some sort of a manual choke. Shall we throw it on and see if we can get it to work? I think so. I think that'll be fun. Okay, so to remove this one, you got to remove the vacuum advance, remove the PVC hose, take the air cleaner off, set it aside, then remove the fuel line from here. Maybe I should do that last because that's going to be spewing fuel. Need to remove the throttle linkage. Put that nut back on so I don't lose it. Need to loosen the bolts that hold it down. One on that side. There's one on the other side. I've had this apart so many times now that everything comes apart fairly simple now. And what do I have left? I have the fuel line and the choke. So I gotta loosen the choke cable. From there and remove the choke cable from here, which it's already loose, so all it really needs is to be pulled out. There and there. Now take the fuel line off. Well, let's go get a catch thing just in case. Maybe I can keep this fuel from dripping all over the place if I catch it. Nah, well, there's a little coming. Alright, that should be loose. Looks like the gasket is stuck on the bottom. Oops, don't dip it over. Alright, we're going to set this aside. And what else do I need? I need a gasket now, don't I? So let's see if everything will fit first. Looks like that'll fit there fairly well. There's the throttle. Needs to be a little, yeah, that'll probably work. That's idle, that's not. So the throttle body is way different than my old one. And the choke seems to be missing a few items up there too. Interesting. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, found me another gasket. And it looks like that one will fit on the bottom here, going like so. So that would all fit together like that. Dripping gas. Stop that. Okay, there's one. There's two. Oh. Does that fit? Maybe just barely? Yeah, it's going in there now. Alright, that seems to be snug enough. Let's see if we can get the throttle to work. No, because that's way different. That ain't even close to being as far as it needs to be. Floored, not floored. Okay, so we're going to have to do something different with some linkages. But in the meantime, let's just hook things up and see how it runs with it on there. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to use that gas. Alright. I am going to need to keep this shut until I'm ready to have it open, huh? How's that look? And then the choke, I can have it closed. And let's see. What happened? Oh, well, everything went exactly the opposite of what I wanted to go. Maybe what I need is the Lone Wolf, huh? Let's see if I can find that tool. Okay, key on, gas off, choke on. Will she start? There, she's starting to go. Getting some gas finally. Okay, let's give her a few pumps. Oh, gas is coming. Okay. Ballast resistor is smoking. Time to let her cool off a little bit. More fuel. The damn thing is it was trying to start even when I wasn't cranking on it. Okay, so what do we know? There's probably some good parts inside of this carburetor that'll make my carburetor work better. And there's some crappy parts on that carburetor that make this one run like crap. So maybe I should take the two and make one good one out of the two. And what I'm thinking is, can I take the bowl, you know, the main part of the carburetor body, and use that because it seems to be flooring and letting gas go through everywhere, all the orifices. But there's something definitely wrong with the throttle body and the choke, because it doesn't have the right connectors here or there. So I guess that'll be my next step, is to play with that, see if I can't make one good one out of two crappy ones.
Me and the boys were sitting around drinking, we was talking about things that we was thinking, when all of a sudden what comes out of Bill's mouth? Said I'm getting old and fat and slow, and I don't recover like I did before from nights of rabble, rousing and too much fun. Well, I looked around and we all agreed, and I had a drink and I ordered 3, and I staggered back to do it all again. Then we made an oath on a rum and coke with the best intention, I'm sure you know, that we would stop this living in excess. We're gonna have one